What is World Liberty Financial? Is President Trump involved? Who are all these third parties? What is actually happening? And that's a question most people are probably asking themselves, because this all dropped on Labor Day, which is an American holiday, and most people are completely checked out. But mainstream media is talking about it. Crypto media is talking about it. Literally everyone is talking about Trump's family and this crypto project. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything that's happened recently, because it's a lot. And yes, there's a lot of moving parts and third parties involved. So first and foremost, what is World Liberty Financial? It is a decentralized financial protocol and cryptocurrency company founded in 2024. And it has been noted that President Trump and his family are directly involved. From what I know, and from what I have seen and read, Trump is not directly involved, but members of his family are. And it's also made them quite a bit of money. Also, when I do this about a true decentralized platform, is it really decentralized? Because that's a bit questionable. But don't worry, I got you. Make sure you subscribe, set alerts, like this video, and drop me a comment. I also don't hold Wlfi, which is the native token, or the stablecoin USD1. Yes, there's two of them. I just want to give you guys concise information. So like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, all that stuff. And buckle up. So USD1 is a stable coin, and it is now live on Solana. And it launched with about 30 million in liquidity on Radom. It is fully collateralized one-to-one and it's backed by fiat, liquid assets, and US treasuries. BitGo is the custodian. That's a good sign. Withdrawals are available on LBank, KuCoin, and Kraken, and it's supported on multiple chains: Ethereum, Tron, BNB Chain, and now Solana. It was also announced that Bonk Fun partners with World Liberty Financial, WLFI, to become the official USD1 launchpad on Solana. We'll come back to Bonk Fun in a little bit. Going back to the stablecoin USD1, it was launched by World Liberty Financial and Blockstreet. Blockstreet co-founder predicts USD1 will be a top stablecoin by 2028. USD1 launched on April 2025 and reached over $2.5 billion market cap. And Blockstreet wants to integrate USD1 into crypto and TradFi, which makes sense, and why he's predicting this, because he's heavily vested, has a big interest. Eric Trump on Monday, September 1st, posted, World Liberty Financial is now live on major global exchanges. Binance was the first to list. Price started at about 30 cents. Value in the project over $30 billion. 24.67% of the supply was unlocked at launch, and 4 billion tokens unlocked for early investors. This is not decentralized, okay? Anytime you have a token lockup like that and it's not a fair launch, there's not a lot of decentralization there. And of course, after the token was live, hashtag WLFI, there was a lot of liquidations. CHAINLINK also kind of partnered with World Liberty Financial, and WLFI is now officially transferable cross-chain, secured by CHAINLINK CCIP with day one support. And this includes support from Ethereum to Solana, vice versa, and Ethereum to BNB chain, vice versa. And USD1 is now also bridgeable via official CHAINLINK CCIP bridges. So basically all CHAINLINK does, it is a technology that allows you to view the data feed so that everything is accurate, which is a good sign. Now, according to Wall Street Journal, Trump family amasses $5 billion fortune after crypto launch because the WLFI token trades above its previous value. And again, they're linking Trump directly to this, which I don't really think that that's accurate. It's more his sons. But should a president be involved in this capacity? That's definitely a hot question that a lot of people are asking. And I'm sure most of you heard the news that Gavin Newsom wants to launch a meme coin in response to Trump's involvement in World Liberty Finance. But on everything we've really talked about, Trump is not really directly involved, but his family is. But again, that's an ethics issue. It's not necessarily illegal for a public servant's family to participate in this type of stuff. Also, too, when it comes to crypto, we're talking about operating in a true decentralized economy where you don't get to dictate or censor anyone. Anyways, I'm just giving you guys the facts and the definitions of this stuff. Also on September 1st, World Liberty Financial announces a new governance proposal. They are proposing that 100% of the fees earned by World Liberty Financial's protocol-owned liquidity to be used to buy back and burn WLFI. In the post, it says this means every trade equals fewer tokens in circulation. Anytime we're doing a buyback, not a buyback, but anytime you burn tokens, it's basic economics 101. Basically, with the lower demand, number goes up in price. The lower supply, the lower supply number goes up in price. Sorry. But the aim is to reduce supply and reward long-term holders, which you guys know how I feel about long-term holding. I like to realize gains. I like to realize profits and actively take profits, leave the moon back. Do what works for you. Basically, the goal is to remove tokens from circulation that are held by participants not aligned with World Liberty Financial's long-term vision, which increases the token share of committed holders. If approved, team plans to expand the buyback and burn to other protocol revenue streams. Next, the Trump family crypto business announces $1.5 billion treasury company for World Liberty token. Wlfi Sigma raised 1.5 through both registered direct offering and private placement to fund a Wlfi treasury strategy. The funds will support the purchases of the token, debt repayment, treasury options, and more. Wlfi is a NASDAQ-listed fintech. The ticker is #alt. Private placement was settled using World Liberty Financial tokens contributed by World Liberty Financial. Wlfi Sigma received $750 million worth of Wlfi from World Liberty in exchange for 1 million shares and 99 million pre-funded warrants. The registered offering was funded with cash from investors. I wonder what kind of investors. Obviously not non-accredited investors, because you got to be an accredited investor to get access to this stuff. I digress. World Liberty execs include Eric Trump, now run the Wlfi board. Again, Eric Trump, not President Trump. And this is the same as Bonk and Safety Shot, which I'm going to go back to in a minute, because again, all of these people are connected. World Liberty traded board seats for tokens. Blockstreet, who issued the stablecoin USD1, founder Matthew Morgan is also the CIO of Wlfi, and Blockstreet helped launch World Liberty USD1 stablecoin. So Wlfi is now a treasury company holding Wlfi and cash in its treasury, kind of similar to the bond safety shock thing, which we're going to talk about in a second. Hold on. Where is it? Wlfi was already publicly listed, so World Liberty doesn't need to go through all the new listing processes to get a publicly listed crypto treasury company. Rising stock prices will enable further capital raises through additional offerings, which can be used to buy more Wlfi. And Wlfi plans to acquire approximately 7.5% of the total World Liberty financial supply as part of the treasury holdings. Very, very interesting stuff over here. Bonk and Safety Shot, let's talk about that, because remember, Bonk Fun announced a partnership with World Liberty Financial to become the official USD1 launchpad on Solana. So this company, Safety Shot, which was NASDAQ listed, also a failing beverage company, and again, not in a mean way, but they launched a Bonk treasury strategy. And as part of the deal, Bonk Fun traded tokens or Bonk tokens and cash for 50% of the board seats to control the company, which means the firm was effectively acquired by Bonk Fund through the deal. Safety Shot settled its outstanding debts and now has over 15 million in cash on hand, making the company solvent going forward. Before the deal, Safety Shot was struggling beverage company. Bonk Fund chose them because it was already publicly listed, avoiding the need to go through the listing process. The NASDAQ ticker BNKK has been reserved, which indicates a full rebrand. Safety Shot is now a treasury company holding Bonk tokens and cash in treasury. However, they're just not buying and holding like other crypto treasury companies. They also get 10% of total Bonk Fund revenue, and they do plan to use 90% of revenue to continuously buy more Bonk for the treasury. This is the first ever public company to receive ongoing revenue from a meme coin launchpad. They also partner with Trump's broker Dominary to make it happen. falconx, who is involved in all of this stuff, was also involved, and they are a liquidity partner for crypto native firms and institutions, and recently appeared at the White House on stage alongside Senator Tim Scott in Wyoming. But Bonk isn't really a meme coin. It seems more like a utility coin, right? Because it does power multiple products in the Bonk ecosystem, including Bonk Fun and Bonk Bot. But really the common denominator here is falconx. There's also a lot of legal analysts that are very upset about this entire thing when it comes to crypto, because it's going to be very hard to push through crypto regulation and guidelines, because the blue and the red people, they're going to be mad at each other. And this behavior by a sitting president is not really great for that. There's going to be a lot of inner fighting. Either way, I know it's a long video, but I want to hear your guys' comments on what's going on, because it is a lot to digest. But again, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.